I wanted to show you some great plugins and a new workflow I use. But before I do that, let's take a look at the new search operators that have been introduced since my last video on search. So, if you haven't already, please have a look at the video linked on the top right, where I have explained how to use regular expressions and the search operators that were introduced then. After you've seen that video, please have a look at the second video, which goes over the new syntax to using regular expressions. Now, before we start, in this video, I'm going to go over all the search operators which you can access by using the search bar here or by embedding a query to your note. For the purpose of this video, I will show all the search operators by embedding a search query to this note. Please remember, the search operators will work in the exact same way in the search bar. Let's start by defining a query. The way to do that is by adding in 3 backquotes, followed by query, then we press enter. Now, this is where what you are looking to search will come in. We will just get to that. I'll press enter again and again add in the 3 backquotes. Now, let's understand each of the search operators. The first one is file. There are 2 ways of using this. Let me show you what each of them does. First, we'll have a look at how to find a file which has a particular name. So over here, we will write file, colon, and in case of a file name, put it in between parentheses. For this example, we will write July 28, 2020, and it shows up here. Now, this file is actually outside in the main directory. What if we were to find a file that was in a subdirectory? Would we need to give it an absolute path? Let's search for February 10th, 2021 file. As you can see, even though this isn't in the same directory, I can easily search for that file. Now, the second way we can use this operator is by trying to find a certain type of file. For this example, let's open the attachment folder, and as you can see, we have productivitycircle.png in it. What if we wanted to find all .png files in our database? It's simple. We get rid of the parentheses and just type .png. Now, what if you wanted to find all the files that are in the vault? Simple. We will add back the parentheses and it will show all the files and folders in our vault. Next, we come to path. This is helpful if you wanted to find all files in a particular folder. Say for example, I wanted to see all the files in my journal folder here. So I will type path, colon, then parentheses, followed by journal, which will show me all files that are in the journal folder. Next, we come to content. This will allow us to perform the search query to the content of the note and not the file name or title of the note. Let's type content, colon, parentheses, and type productivity. As you can see, only the files which have productivity in the content can be seen highlighted here. You can see this productivity guru note in the preview. If I were to type guru to the query, you can see it will disappear as there is no guru in the content of that note. Next, we come to tag. This operator helps us easily find all the notes which have a particular tag in them. Let's open the tag panel and see which tags we've used in this vault till now. If you can't see this pane, click on settings here, then go to core plugins and make sure this option is turned on. Now, in our case, we can see we have the tag daily. So we will type tag, colon, hashtag, daily, and it will show all files with this tag. For the next search operator, let me introduce a problem. Let's say we wanted to search for YouTube URL in one of our notes. Let's type that and see what that brings up. You can see wherever there is YouTube or URL, it will show up in the search result. What if we just wanted to see results which have these two in the same line? We'll type line, colon, bracket open, YouTube URL and bracket close. This will show all the places where YouTube URL are on the same line. Please note this is a very bad example as I don't have too many example files to play with. So even if I put YouTube and URL inside parentheses, it will show the same result. But the above operator will effectively filter search results based on content being in the same line. Our next operator is block. Let me explain this concept first. For those who are not familiar with it, I'll be doing a basics video of block embedding soon. But just to give you an idea of what it exactly does, let me show you what a block is. A block is typically separated by empty lines. So in this case, a block is this query. Now let's open up the markdown note. Block is each line in this case. If we come to code, this is entirely a block. In maths, this entire thing is a block. You'll understand this more clearly in the block embed basics video that I'll be doing soon. Our next operator is section. This helps search for content that is in between a particular section. Now in this markdown example, a section is everything in between this. Let's try and find an example to explain this. Let me open the first note in the journal. Now let's say I wanted to find this note. You can see in the sleep section, I have the words deep and file. Let's put this in a query. We will say section bracket open, deep sleep bracket close. Again, the bracket is just telling Obsidian that it can be anywhere in the section, and as you can see, it returns that file. Now, I've saved the best for last. The final search operator was introduced in version 12.0, which depending on when you see this video, is still in insider preview. It solves a massive problem that people use regular expressions most for. That is, finding all tasks. Now, this operator further has two sub-operators. So let's take a look at it. First, I will type task, and parenthesis. This will show all tasks that are both to do and are already done. Now, let's search for all tasks pertaining to Jane. I simply type Jane in the parenthesis and it will show that. Now, what if I wanted to search for a task that has Jane and Appleseed right after it? I'll type Appleseed and keep it in the parentheses. What if I wanted to search for tasks with Jane and present in them? As you can see, typing present will not work. For it to work, I need to let go of the parentheses, then put this in brackets and it'll work. Let's take a look at the two sub-operators introduced with this. Let's say I wanted to search for all tasks which have the word sample in it. I'll just add sample in parentheses. Now, what if I only wanted to see tasks which are done with the word sample in it? Simple, right after task, I'll add a dash and type done. And as you can see, it'll show all the tasks that are done. Now, what if it was the other way around? I want to see all the tasks that have the word sample in it that are to be done. It's simple. I'll change the done to do and it'll show me all tasks with the word sample that are still left. Now, this is extremely powerful. You can string together multiple search operators to get your desired result. Let me show you a very basic example. I'll be doing a video where I'll be showing you my new daily notes and weekly notes template, where I use this to see all the tasks I've accomplished and all that are to be done in a day or a week. Let's build that basic query. Let's say I wanted to see all the notes that have the tag daily in them. So I type tag : #daily. Now let's say it should be in the journal folder. So I type path : journal. Now I want to only see notes which have tasks in them. So I finally type tasks : parenthesis and that'll show me the exact file I'm searching for. This is dynamic. So every time a new file is created which meets these requirements, it'll appear here. I need you to understand and get accustomed to query, as I wanted to show you my new workflow. I'll be doing a video covering some great new plugins soon before I show you my new workflow. I was asked to create a Buy Me a Coffee page by one of the viewers. The link to that is in the description box below. If you found this video helpful, then please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And if you'd like, you can find the link to Buy Me a Coffee below. If you have any feedback, suggestions or questions, then please leave those in the comment section below or send me a direct message via Twitter. I have a lot of videos planned on Obsidian coming out soon, so please stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching.